play this. We can play our Arcane Signet because we proliferate. We can play our Steelbane Hydra because we proliferate. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's MTGGnome here, and today we're going to be talking about Falco Spara Pactweaver. Now, you can build Falco in a lot of different ways. He's a pretty fun commander to play around. He's Bant color, so 1 green, white, blue, 3/3 flying trample. He enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it, and we may look at the top card of our library anytime, and we may cast spells from the top of our library by removing a counter from a creature we control in addition to paying their other cost. All you have to do is remove a counter from a creature. Any kind of counter will work, and you can play the card from the top of your library. Or you can cast the card, I would say, because you can't play land from the top of your library. So the goal of the deck, we're playing a 1/1 counter theme, +1/+1 counter to be exact, and we're also playing a proliferate package. So you'll see us running things like Inexorable Tide, Flux Channeler, Evolution Sage. So you'll see us running a couple Planeswalkers and Ugin and Nissa to try to best use that proliferate ability. We would run some other Planeswalkers, but I feel like they take up some extra spots in the deck that might be useful for something else. So you want a few things with the deck. You want creatures that come in with 1/1 counters on them, like all your X creature spells like Renrun's Hydra, Wildward Scourge, Ochre Jelly, Mikaeus the Lunark, Stonecoil Serpent, all those kind of things. And you also want things that are going to give you counters like Broker's Ascendancy, Felidar Retreat, Jugon Defends the Temple, and then we're also running things like Branching Evolution and Hardened Scales to up the ante when we get +1/+1 counters, because you should always pretty much run these when you're running a +1/+1 counter theme, especially if you're running green. I think so. And like I said earlier, we're running a proliferate package with Wally's Raptor, Contentious Plan, Inexorable Tide, Roll-S, Flux Channeler, and Evolution Sage. So these cards are going to help us get the counters onto our creatures even more, even shield counters, proliferate shield counters, so that's pretty cool. And then our other things to help us deal with the board, we have Farewell, Ugin of course, Cleansing Nova, Day of Judgment, Endless Detour, and then a few counter spells in the deck: Swan Song, Wash Away, Negate, Memory Lapse, just to kind of fend off those really pesky spells that we don't want hitting our board, like a board wipe for instance. We want to be able to cast the board wipe when we want to, not our opponents. And then our protection spells, you want protection spells like I'm running Mothra. It doesn't protect Falco, but it protects mainly the rest of our board, probably everything else besides Vega. I might end up taking it out because we are running a lot of the X creature spells here, because those don't come back with the counters on them when they die. They just fizzle out because their power and toughness is 0. So Mothra might not be the best, but I figured sometimes, you know, when you have your Evolution Sage or you have your Augur of Autumn out and they board wipe with a Mothra, you can get everything back. Just a kind of small little synergy there. And then we're also playing Tatiova, and then we're also playing Abrupt Caretaker because I thought it'd be fun to put this in the deck just because it gives us counters every turn too with that. So that's pretty cool. The last couple of things you guys want in the deck are definitely protection spells and things that can make you play off the top of your library. Protection spells we're running is Heroic Intervention, Interference Protection. There's not many other protection spells. I didn't want to flood the deck with them, but we have that. And then the last thing you want in the deck is things that put stuff from the top of your library into the graveyard or onto the battlefield. We are running things like Augur of Autumn. You can play the lands off the top. And then when you have an Augur of Autumn out with an Azusa, you can play multiple lands off the top of your library, which I thought was a pretty cool synergy there. You could also run Oracle of Moldiah, but I didn't have the card crafted, so that could be something you would want to run yourself. We're running 39 land in the deck, and we're not running Spar's Headquarters because we don't have Spar's Headquarters crafted. I didn't want to spend a wild card on it. So that's the deck. If you guys like my channel, please consider subscribing. Helps me out a ton. I'm also partnered with TCG Player. If you guys want to buy paper cards for your Falco deck, use my link in the description below. It really helps out the channel. If you also want to hit me up in Discord, you can join the Discord that I'm in below. I'm a part of MTG Josh's Discord, which is a cool content creator. You should go check him out as well after this video. Enough with all the pleasantries. Let's get into some games, and I'll show you how the deck does. Okay, we're up against a big old Xanathar. I think we keep this. Got the Tome of Legends, we got the lands, got the 1/1 counter synergies here with the Renrun Hydra. We can just draw something that proliferates it. We'll be on top of the mountain. Let's play the Tome. Next turn we can play the Renrun Hydra. Play Falco the next turn. But the Renrun Hydra is probably just going to die, right? I'm pretty sure. But it makes them use a removal spell. Or a counterspell if he's going to counter this. Okay, so he memory lapses it. So Xanathar, all they want to do is just counter and remove, right? That's all they really want to do. But we'll try it again. But this time we're going to leave mana open so we can play that. We can draw a card at least with the Tome of Legends. Alright, that's fine. I'll draw a card with the Tome. Snakeskin Veil's good for removal. We have our own memory lapse. Let's go get a white. We play Falco. He might just get countered. I think we wait. We can even save our memory lapse for his Xanathar. So what really hurts us here is us not having another blue. So that's what really hurts us. Let's just pass. I don't want Falco to get countered and then we have to end up we really need more blue sources. Us not getting any sucks. We're just gonna keep passing a turn, I guess. I really don't want to play into his removal and counter spells. We're just gonna keep passing turn. Pretty sure that's all they got. And they know we have stuff too because they don't want to play their Xanathar. This might get countered. I could memory lapse. Oh, I could negate that. But he'll probably have a counter of his own for the negate. I'd really like to keep the Crucible of Worlds just because we have the Fable Passage in the graveyard. And every turn we can just keep doing the Fable Passage. I think it's a risk we take. Let's do it. Let's try it. If they have another counterspell, then we just lose the counterspell war there. We're desperate. We're in desperate need of a blue source. So he does give it to us, so we'll go get a blue. So now we still keep the mana open for Xanathar. Fairy's Protection is good. And we just keep playing the Fable Passage every turn. Let's go get a white, actually. And I think we can play the Parcel Beast and be okay here. Let's try it. Let's see if he counters it. Counters it or removes it. Probably gonna remove it. That's okay. Yeah, you can have that. So he plays Xanathar. If he gets countered, he's not worried about it because he either has counterspell magic or he can just play it again. It'd be nice if we had something to deal with it, like spot removal or something like that. Nothing. He's gonna do nothing. Him letting this Crucible Worlds resolve was such a game changer for us. Because look at what we have been drawing. We have not been drawing any lands. And then we can just keep playing stuff like this. Like we can just Parcel Beast stuff off the top of our library. So he's gonna... I kind of want to keep that, to be honest. He could just counter the Snakeskin Veil too, though. No, you know what? Let's just play Snakeskin Veil. Let's see what... I think we're fighting a fight we can't win. Counter spells we really can't get around. We can Swan Song that. You get that out of here. That nuisance. And we'll proliferate. Thank you. Can do this. No, you know what? Let's save that. Let's save that. So he goes for the Feed the Swarm. Okay, that's fine. I'd rather him waste his removal on that. Felidar Retreat is good. Felidar Retreat is good, especially since we have the Crucible Worlds. Is he going to let that resolve, though? That's the question. We could bait him with our commander. Let's try that. Okay, it's kind of what I wanted. But let's hope he doesn't have another He doesn't have another counter spell in his hand. Well, we could just save it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll still have enough for the memory lapse for the Xanathar. Or if we just try to straight up counter this. He's got so many counter spells. It's really annoying. The thing is here, if we don't counter Xanathar, I mean, he's going to have the mana to counter Xanathar anyway. I mean, he's going to have the mana to counter what we counter with Xanathar anyway. Right? So, there's really no point. So we had to play the Fabled Passage there to actually play the Felidar Retreat and counter that spell. I mean, so we know he has the counter spell. Do we want to play Vega's kind of our card engine right now. Play Mothra. We need something. Okay. We'll put a counter and then we'll put... Actually, I should have did the other way. I was going to put the counter then put the creature, but that's okay. We'll get another white. We'll just put the creature. I should have did the other way. That way the creature has the counter as well. Play Vega. See if he wants to counter that. He does not want to counter that. We can play Oath of Ajani. So now he can play stuff off the top of our library. We don't know what it is because we don't have Falco, which is annoying. But it destroys Mothra, okay. The thing is, our deck really doesn't work with his deck. Proliferating stuff. I mean, it puts... If he gets like a Rolus... Oh my goodness. Did he really pull that off the top? Are you kidding me? That is nuts. That is nuts, isn't it? Right when we don't have the mana for Teferi's Protection out. So we want to play this. Oh, we can't even play the Inexorable Tide. Well, we can play Teferi's Protection on his upkeep. We don't want him playing the Inexorable Tide. So I think that's what... So let's pause on his upkeep. We'll play the Teferi's Protection. So he can't play anything. Oh, well, I guess he can just counter it, right? So let's make him waste that counter then. Okay, so is he going to pay the ward? Pays the ward, and he's probably going to counter this Teferi's Protection with the Wash Away. Okay. I'm fine with that. Now he can't play an Inexorable Tide. Each Folio Fancies. Players have no maximum hand size. What are you doing with that? 2 creatures. Let's put them on Falco. Let's put them on this one. I'm going to play our Forest. We're going to play our Inexorable Tide. We're going to play our Watley's Raptor. So this counterspell is good on the top because that means he can't play it. We can put 1 counter on Watley's Raptor. Proliferate. Next turn we can play Hydroid Crisis. Man, if we end up winning this game, I'm gonna be amazed. So he can't even play this. So whatever he hasn't, I mean, he can just folio Fancies, but he's gonna spend a lot of mana doing that. Well, he can have us draw. Okay, so he's gonna make us mill. So he plays this. Okay. He's not going to give us any counters. He doesn't have any counters on his stuff. There's a land here. What's under this land? I hope it's not another board wipe. I really hope it's not another board wipe. He can play that for 1 mana if he really just wants to get it off the top. There's Esper Sentinel. Okay, good. He hit the Voracious Hydra, which is going to come down as a 0/1 if he decides to cast it. Okay. So we will... Is he going to attack? I hope he attacks. He doesn't attack, so we just proliferate. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Cleansing Nova. That is clutch. I want to draw that though, so let's draw that. Let's do 6. We can draw like 3 cards. Let's have that do one. We're not going to swing with this guy. I'm going to proliferate. No counter since he already has counters. Play this. We can play our Arcane Signet because we proliferate. We can play our Steelbane Hydra because we proliferate. And we can spend the rest of the mana to put it on Steelbane Hydra. And that's GG's. Wow. What a game there. What a game. I didn't think we were going to win that one because of all the counter spells and removal spells, but we got through it. Okay, our opponent is Teysa Karlov. We're going to keep this hand. I think it's pretty great. Look at your lands before you decide to keep, because we have no green. We can kind of chill out, I think. I think we can play Stonecoil Serpent for a little bit more, just because we don't have no turn 2 play here. Aw, don't do that. Probably get rid of the Teferi's Protection, I guess. Whatever he discards, we can get back with the Timeless Witness. Unless he discards the Timeless Witness. And then we can't eternalize it for until way later in the game when we have 7 mana. I mean, the Teferi's Protection would be good to get rid of now so you know it's gone, you know. Swan Song is good too. We can do this to Mikaeus, because he does enter with a 1/1 counter on him, and then we can just keep tapping him to put counters on Mikaeus. Or not. There goes our plan. Alright, great. This is our blue source. We can play the Stonecoil Serpent now. Oh, I meant to do it for 3, not 2. Whoops. I'm thinking, because most of the X spells, like all the Hydra spells, have like a 1 green or a 2 green. So I'm thinking like, oh, we could put 2 counters on it. But yeah, that was my mistake. Do we play the Flux Channeler now, or do we play Falco? I think we play Falco now. That way we learn what's on top. And yeah, we can start swinging here. Start doing some damage. We got Vega here. That's going to be good for us to cast. So we'll play Vega. And then... we're not going to attack with the Stonecoil Serpent because he can block with the Carrier Thrall, which I'm pretty sure that's what he wants. And that's a good game. He got mana screwed, so... Okay, we're in a mirror match against our own Falco boy. Alright, let's play Esper Sentinel. Turn 1, baby. We'll play the Ren Runs Hydra. Turn 2. And then we could play the Stonecoil Serpent. Turn 3. Play Falco. Turn 4. I like the idea. Alright. Let's play the Deserted Beach. Stonecoil Serpent. Kind of a fast start for him. Spring Bloom Druid, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. So let's play Falco. I was going to say let's play Spara, but it's really Falco. Gotta minimize the damage there. So he might play a board wipe here. Plays a board wipe, we still keep our Falco. Yep, that's to be expected. Because that's what I would do. Play it on the blue side. Let's play our, you know what, let's wait to play that. Let's play the Hydroid Crisis when we have all our mana there. Because if he plays a board wipe now, then we just lose Falco. I've seen the sweeper tribal with Falco, so that's pretty scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go for 5. So if he has another board wipe, I would have liked to have that Swan Song available, but didn't think about that. Oh, okay, no board wipe. Good. Contentious plan? He might have Settle the Wreckage, which could be scary. But let's draw this. Let's do this. So the fact that he left open 4 mana here tells me that he might have Settle the Wreckage. We're not gonna swing into a 2 white mana. There it is. He had the Wandering Emperor. Okay. Good thing we didn't swing in, because he would have got rid of either Falco or Hydroid Crisis. There comes Falco. You might need to put a Guardian Project in the deck. I didn't put that in the deck just because, oh yeah, another one. Look at that, huh? Talk about efficiency. So we can't Wrath because Falco is here. We're in a tough spot, aren't we? If he Wraths, like, we can't even go after the Emperor, which is a shame. Let's play Azusa. We can play the lands off top. Do we have lands in our graveyard? No. I guess we could do this. And then make him have to block. That way he loses a shield counter. If he double blocks, we can... Okay, I was gonna say, if he double blocks, we can potentially wipe the board. Disciplined Duelist, okay. Oh, that's really good. The Ajani. The Ajani on board.
My judgment is fun.
So what do we do here? Do we get rid of this, then wipe the board? I like our board state right now, though. That's a lot of damage. We can do this. That loses the shield counter. But now the thing is, the Disciplined Duelist doesn't lose the shield counter. We could potentially play the Ferocious Hydra for green and a 1. Target the Disciplined Duelist even though it's going to lose. And then board wipe. We have a lot of options here, but I don't know what the best one is. So we don't need Falco on the board because we can still play our stuff from the top of our library with Reality Chip. Proliferating isn't going to do much for us right now. I think that's what we do. I think we do this. Fight the Disciplined Duelist. That loses the counter, then we play Day of Judgment. And we still keep the Reality Chip because it was equipped to a creature. And we can play the Vega. So Falco comes back, probably gonna plus. He's gonna get 2 1/1 counters, especially if he minuses 2 this Johnny. I think we made the right play there. I think we had to deal with the board the way it was, even though we lose our card advantage with Tatiova.
Remember your training.
But I think the board state he had was really good. This had double strike. I mean, he had 2 Falcos. Well, there is Tamio. Do we have any lands in the graveyard? No. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure if I want to play this Crucible Worlds or not. We could commit. What do we want to commit? Could we commit the Falco? And then swing in on one of these Planeswalkers? Probably the Wandering Emperor, right? Yeah, let's do that. The Planeswalkers we can deal with kind of in a way, but not really. We can do this. Play the land. Play the Flux Channeler. Target the Wandering Emperor. He can go get something out of his graveyard. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? So we can't.
You do not write this story.
We need something like to destroy all Planeswalkers. This is annoying. I really don't want to give him a fresh hand. Really don't want to. What is Tamio alt? Tamio alt's at 7. Okay. So I guess it's best if we just play our board state, right? Get a board state going. That way. And we can reconfigure, we can keep the mana open for Swan Song just in case he has something crazy. No, we're not going to do that. We'll keep that shell counter on Falco. Plays his commander. Oh, I forgot about that Ajani. I forgot about that Ajani. Oh, no. No. That really sucks. Oh no. I totally forgot about that Ajani. I forgot that Ajani gives loyalty to Planeswalkers as well. Do we want to counter that? You know what? No, I don't want to counter it. I don't want him to have that. Just because if we let him have that, we won't be drawing cards when we play stuff from the top of our library. We really kind of need to draw cards right now. Because we are hurting. Hopefully Initiate doesn't do anything for us right now because we don't have any 1/1 counters on things. We have 9 untapped sources of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 if we play Memory. He has the advantage here because he also has the Notebook here, so we don't want to give him a fresh set of cards. But I really need to see what's under this Heroic Intervention. We really need to do something about that damn Jace. Oh, Thassa's good. Thassa gives us a shield counter. Back on Falco. Oh, I forgot about the Shadow Spear. Well, that's totally forgot about that one. Man, we're in trouble, aren't we? We're in some deep crap. We're in some deep crap. Man, this sucks. He's got the damn Tamio's Notebook. You can put a 1/1 counter on Falco and then use it to play a card off the top of his library if you really needed to. Like that. It's gonna go shuffle his library. It's gonna scry and draw a card. Oh, this is bad, man. This is really, really bad. Remove 3 charge counter from Magistrate Scepter. Take an extra turn. Oof. And Jace is about to get this damn alt off, which is scary. That's really scary. Can play the Ochre Jelly. We'll put 2 on that. Remove the... Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to remove it. And then trigger this. Get rid of the Notebook. This really sucks. We're really hurting. If I do this, he puts a charge counter on Magistrate Scepter. If he has any type of extra turn spell, he gets the Jace ability.
Much to learn.
He needs 3 loyalty counters for this. 2 now. The big thing was getting rid of the Tamio's Notebook. Oh no, Teferi.
I won't hide from the world.
He just keeps putting out Planeswalkers, there's really nothing we can do about that. Heliod. Oh crap. That's a good way to put 1/1 counters on stuff with Heliod. That's pretty damn clever if you ask me. You can play the card from top of his library now. Oh no. Oh no. As long as he doesn't have another proliferate spell. I don't know what happened to the audio, but it's bugging out right now. If he has another proliferate spell, oh man, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Oh no. Oh, he just drew that. Oh no. No, you can. You get an emblem with whenever you draw a card, exile target opponent permanent. Oh no.
Farewell.
That is just GG's. That's GG's. Oh man, that's frustrating. Every time he draws a card, he exiles one of our permanents. Gets rid of Indestructible. Wow. Okay, we're up against Adeliz, the Cinderwind. Probably not seen this commander very often. Flying Haste, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, wizards you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. So let's keep this hand, I think. Since we have the Swords of Plowshares and we have the Stonecrow Serpent and Wild Word Scourge, we can Swords Adeliz as soon as it comes down. Is it Wizards is an issue. Pretty scary. Okay, here we go. I think we can play the Stonecrow Serpent. Play that turn 1, play this turn 2. Depending on what we draw, is our turn 3 play. And this has reach and protection for multicolored, so this is really good against Adeliz. So he's probably going to have to do something about that. No blue source yet, which is unfortunate. That's the risk I took when I kept this hand, to be honest. Lightning Stormkin, Haste, Flying, Elemental Wizard. Still no blue source, that's unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have kept this hand, huh? Maybe it was a big mistake. I trusted in my cards to give me some blue. Alright, we can sort the Plowshares out. I mean, we could just bring this back bigger, which is fine for us, especially if we don't get no blue source. Oh man, this sucks. We are hurting. We're drawing all our blue cards with no blue mana to show for it. I'm only running one less blue land than green, actually. I'm running one less white than blue. I think I'm running 8 forests, 7 islands, 6 plains. So he just brings it back out. We really drawing. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. I really don't want to. Oh my goodness. We're drawing all our blue cards. This is what you call mana screwed, baby. Let's see what he's gonna do. So he is gonna swing. We can only block with the Stonecoil Serpent. Fire Prophecy. Let's make sure to Snakeskin Veil that. So he doesn't get the card off Fire Prophecy. He doesn't get the draw, the other effect that he will probably want to do there. Okay. Well, this is all about we can do. And now he has to decide if he wants to go on the offensive or he wants to go on the attack. I don't know. He could kind of kill us out of nowhere with this deck. I've seen it really go off. Is he good gaming? Oh, that's a good game. Wow. We did that with no blue. Wow.